Well, hello and good morning. It is a lovely morning here in New Delhi, and I am Charu Shankar.
And I'm not Sanjal Pandey, and I'm definitely not Archit Seshadri, and I'm definitely not Satishri Gandham. I'm Sahil Manikala, and I'm the newest edition on WION Breakfast. But I have a question. Why so many anchors, right? I mean, I swear to God, this show has more anchors than I have hair on my head. I mean, what's going on?
Well, I guess it's popular within WION. Everybody wants to be a part of the show.
I think the thing is that WION Breakfast has an army of anchors at its disposal. That's what it is, right?
Isn't that great?
That is the best thing.
We like variety, don't we? Well, before moving forward with the show, here are the heads up this morning.
Today on our show, we will talk about lifestyle diseases in India.
And for fitness, we have Vesna Jacob, who will share her Pilates fitness mantra.
And after fitness, as you know, we will of course have food. All food lovers, stay tuned as we start our day with WION Breakfast.
But in WION Breakfast, we do recognize the value of a good laugh, and in our Twitter segment, we will bring you 140-character stories of people telling us why they are not millionaires. Well, that, of course, is all coming up within the hour. But Sahil, you know, there is so much news that happens every single day all around the world.
Absolutely. And a lot of news coming out of India. A lot of big news, especially from the south part of the region, especially Tamil Nadu. I don't know if you're in... a lot happening there. A lot happening with Sasikala, a lot happening with PANNEERSELVA'S. And, of course, we will keep you updated with all of that here on WION Breakfast. Because WION Breakfast is not just about all the nice news. We also do, from time to time, follow some hardcore news as well. So
always we're all for hard news. Well, on that note, let's take you around the world in 60 seconds to see what's been happening and what's been making the news around the world.
Now, hours after former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister PANNEERSELVAM'S explosive revelations, leader of AIDMK Legislative Assembly, Sasikala Natarajan, has hit back.
And over to the US now, where the Justice Department defended President Donald Trump's controversial travel ban as a San Francisco appeals court began hearings in the matter.
At least 6 people were killed in Mexico's western state of Sinaloa in clashes between Marines and suspected cartel members.
And Scottish lawmakers have voted against triggering Brexit in a non-binding motion at the Parliament.
As a tornado hits a suburban neighborhood in New Orleans on Tuesday, the residents were asked to take shelter immediately. Now, dramatic turns of events in Tamil Nadu, hours after former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister PANNEERSELVAM'S explosive revelations, leader of AIDMK Legislative Assembly, Sasikala Natarajan, has hit back. Addressing the media outside Post Garden, Sasikala dismissed the alleged reports of rifts within the AIDMK. She also gave a staunch reply to PANNEERSELVAM'S revelations that she did not force him to resign as the Chief Minister of the state. Earlier on Tuesday, PANNEERSELVAM revealed that he was under tremendous pressure from Sasikala to resign as the Chief Minister. Sasikala removed PANNEERSELVAM from the post of party's treasurer and appointed a senior party leader, D. Srinivasan, in his place. PANNEERSELVAM visited Jaya Memorial and told the media that he will take back his resignation if the people of Tamil Nadu want him to.
Well, meanwhile, opposition parties have come together strongly criticizing Sasikala. DMK leader M.K. Stalin has demanded a strict action against Sasikala. He said, and I quote, "The person who has been administered the oath of office by Governor was threatened to tender his resignation. Those who did this deserve strict action." Stalin also added that because there is a situation where there is no government in existence, the governor must take steps to establish a stable government.
Meanwhile, Panneerselvam told the media that he would head to New Delhi and hold talks with Prime Minister and Union Minister. The AIDMK has hit back at Panneerselvam. Now we're joined by our correspondent Nishita Virendra outside from the AIDMK headquarters in Chennai. Nishita, very good morning to you. It seems the political future of Tamil Nadu is very, very uncertain at this stage. Give us the latest from the ground.
Well, a very good morning to you too, Sahil. And yes, as you rightly mentioned, there seems to be a lot of uncertainty as well as ambiguity as far as the politics in the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned. Let's not forget that with the sacking of O. Panneerselvam from the post of treasurer, and with him not towing the line of the AIADMK and also facing an expulsion from the party itself, it seems like on one hand, you obviously won't have enough MLAs who will be towing the line with the O. Panneerselvam and following his orders, considering that he is the caretaker chief minister. On the other hand, VK Sasikala has not been sworn in as the CM. So if we do look at it technically, there seems to be no government heading the state of Tamil Nadu at this moment. By this afternoon, Governor Vidyasagar Rao is expected to come down to Chennai, but whether he will take any step immediately in the backdrop, all the developments that we have seen take place since yesterday, whether it is leaders like P.H. Pandyan and Manoj Pandyan and coming out and saying that Jayalalitha's death was unnatural. Of course, the AIADMK found it easy to brush those allegations under the carpet, saying that P.H. Pandyan is someone, despite being associated with the party from its very inception, is someone who is not functional in the party at the moment. And on the other hand, you had someone like O. Panneerselvam, the current caretaker chief minister, going on to state that he was forced to step down from the position and he was insulted throughout. Let's not forget, this is not the first time O. Panneerselvam has taken over as the chief minister in the absence of J. Jayalalitha. In 2001 and in 2014, it was Jayalalitha who had trusted to give O. Panneerselvam the mantle when she could not perform the duties because of the legal cases that were hovering over her in connection to the disproportionate assets case. But as far as VK Sasikala is concerned, the notion that was given to the rest of the world on Sunday was that the AIADMK was a united house, had unanimously taken the decision to elevate VK Sasikala, and it was O. Panneerselvam himself who had suggested her name and had voluntarily stepped down from the position of chief minister. But what O. Panneerselvam yesterday was completely contradictory. He said that he did not even know that the meeting on Sunday was meant for him to step down and him to be replaced by VK Sasikala and to be appointed as the legislative party chief. Now this draws two multiple scenarios for the state of Tamil Nadu. A, O. Panneerselvam seems to be enjoying the larger popularity of the people who have been voicing their dissent on social media. You have been seeing Not My CM doing the rounds and several other hashtags are really doing the rounds and gaining popularity with each passing minute. And now you have hashtags like OPS My CM that have been doing the rounds on social media. Hundreds of tweets, hundreds of posts really came out as soon as O. Panneerselvam made his statement to the media. But let's also not forget that at the end of the day, when it comes to the Tamil Nadu Assembly, it comes down to numbers. In a house where the majority is 118 members, it seems like probably Sasikala might have the edge with the support of the legislators. Even if we discount, even from the 134 existing legislators of the AIADMK, if we discount a few numbers, then you still have the simple majority that she needs. but will O Panneenerselvam be able to do more damage than that is something that we have to wait and see. As per reports, there are a steady stream of supporters really gathering outside his residence as well. From what information we have received, a few of the senior leaders, senior MLAs from within the AIADMK have also started meeting up with O Panneenerselvam. So all the individuals who did not really have the stature and the position to speak up against Sasikala and not be ridiculed for the same, like how we saw in the case of Pandian, where his allegations were merely brushed aside, seem to have gotten the shot in the arm now and seem to be slowly getting the courage to speak up in the backdrop of someone as big as O Panneenerselvam, who was looked at as a docile, a devout figure within the AIADMK. And on the other hand, yes, we know how the AIADMK has reacted. We know someone like VK Sasikala has gone on to say that it is the DMK that is behind the entire development, and that the and Stalin and O Panneenerselvam had been warming up ever since he took over as the chief minister. Another AIADMK leader, Thambi Durai, went on to say that it is the BJP that should be blamed. So the blame game has quickly begun, pointing fingers at the opposition as well as at the Bharatiya Janata Party. But let's not forget that apart from the fact that O Panneenerselvam is the caretaker chief minister, he's also the individual that J. Jayalalitha trusted to fulfill the duties that she was expected to fulfill in her absence. It was not VK Sasikala that stood in her place every time she was unable to perform the duties of the chief minister, but it was O Panneenerselvam.
Right, thanks for that. Now, the governor, of course, is expected to be in Chennai today. So what are the options before him right now?
Well, as soon as the governor lands, which has been quite a delay already, the expectation was that he will come down on Monday, and on Tuesday at least the swearing-in ceremony will take place. But then a dramatic turn of events, as we saw all of yesterday. And this afternoon, Governor Vidyasagar Rao is expected to arrive in Chennai. Now, there are multiple options. A, we know how the governor has not really been the most forthcoming as far as taking the decision of giving the green signal to Sasikala is concerned, despite the MLAs sending out a proposal to the governor saying that they are ready for the swearing-in ceremony and they propose Sasikala to take over as the chief minister. There has been no response from the Raj Bhavan, and he has not even been in the city. He was expected to come down earlier on, but instead
I'm going to have to interrupt you.
I'm going
to have to interrupt you very quickly. There are some reactions coming in. Let's listen in, please.
The thing is that earlier Sasikala was claiming, VK Sasikala was claiming that Panneerselvam proposed her name for the post of chief ministership. But this statement by Panneerselvam today proves that without his consent, against the wishes of Jayalalitha, and without his consent, Sasikala was elected as the leader. That shows that there is a clear divide in the party. Let us wait and see how it develops.
Actually, I welcome this step by Mr. O Panneenerselvam. Really, I'm proud to say that we party cadres, Amma's Atma, from there it is blessing us, I think, because he himself tells that they have threatened and got signature from him as they got from me to resign from Rajya Sabha MP. It is very bad culture. Actually, this statement of Mr. Panneenerselvam to be taken as evident act of 164 and 163, and the criminals to be punished by his words itself.
The present ADMK government, in my opinion, does not have the mandate of the people. The mandate was for J. Jayalalitha to be chief minister, and in the 2016 election, the people of Tamil Nadu gave a mandate to her to be chief minister. Since she's passed away, I think the morally right thing to do is for the ADMK is to dissolve the assembly and call for general elections. And in the general elections, if the present general secretary of the ADMK is projected as a chief minister and the party gets a majority, I have no issues. But this move to foist on Tamil Nadu as a leader, as the chief minister, is wholly unacceptable on many counts.
Okay, those were some reactions coming in there on the whole Sasikala dilemma and all the developments that are taking place. But I believe we still have our correspondent Nishita Virendra with us. Nishita, let me ask you about the opposition party DMK and what their role in all of this is. I mean, for them, do they see this whole thing as an opportunity or a challenge?
Well, as far as the DMK is concerned, well, certainly it is an opportunity that they had been waiting for. But we have to understand the way Stalin has conducted himself ever since J. Jayalalitha's demise. There has been no immediate staking claim to the government or going on to say that there should be re-elections. There have been no such statements coming through from Stalin. In fact, even during the Jallikattu agitation, we saw how MK Stalin had extended his support for the smooth passage of the ordinance and eventually the bill as well. Something that even VK Sasikala went on to point out yesterday while addressing the media following the meeting. She said that PANNEERSELVAM as well as MK Stalin used to exchange smiles with each other in the assembly. This statement came across as rather awkward, and even PANNEERSELVAM in response said that if you're human, you will end up smiling at each other, and there doesn't have to be any conspiracy that has to be attached behind it. So definitely there was a sort of a rapport that was developing between MK Stalin as well as PANNEERSELVAM, as you saw the opposition really helping the government get through the Jallikattu agitation, and apart from, of course, several leaders from the DMK even criticizing the government for not acting fast enough. Now we understand that the DMK leader MK Stalin has gone on to state that asking a sitting chief minister to step down from his position is something that has to be looked at extremely seriously.
Nishita, there are also reports
indiscipline on part of the AIADMK to do so.
Nishita, there are also reports that PANNEERSELVAM might be making a move over to the DMK. How likely is that? What are your sources on the ground telling you about this?
Well, more than reports, these are mainly allegations coming in from the AIADMK. And it is not just DMK that they are pointing fingers at, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party as well. They are saying that the BJP, by delaying Vidyasagar Rao, primarily bought out more time to really cause this sort of a rift between PANNEERSELVAM as well as the party. On the other hand, they are going on to say that it is the DMK that is trying to play politics and has really changed PANNEERSELVAM's mind and is trying to pull him in the other direction. Even the allegations against PH Pandyan and Manoj Pandyan are the same, that they're speaking up now because the opposition has bought it out. Now, as of now, we have not been able to ratify these claims. Of course, there have been no proof that it is really DMK or the BJP that is behind the claims made by PANNEERSELVAM. But we also have to understand the emotions of the people when it comes to PANNEERSELVAM. He is someone who was the most trusted individual within the AIADMK for J. Jayalalitha, and we know how people within Tamil Nadu are still extremely emotional about Jayalalitha. They feel that her will should be taken forward, and while the AIADMK has been trying to stamp its authority saying that VK Sasikala is the will of Jayalalitha as far as leadership is concerned, but the people feel that if the competition really needs to be held, then PANNEERSELVAM wins any day, because he was the one who enjoyed the confidence of Jayalalitha so much so that he stepped in every time she was not available, and he stepped down from the position without any questions being asked every time Jayalalitha took charge of the Chief Minister's office again.
Also, Nishita, unlike Sasikala, PANNEERSELVAM doesn't have any corruption cases hanging over his head. And of course, he actually does have a lot of political experience. So you can actually understand why the people are sympathizing with PANNEERSELVAM at this stage.
Well, it is not just the corruption cases. Let's not forget that as far as the corruption case is concerned, as far as the disproportionate assets case is concerned, Jayalalitha was the accused number one in the case, but we saw how she was elected to power. But it makes a difference for someone like VK Sasikala because she's never held office. She's considered to be an abettor as well as a criminal conspirator in the case under sections 8 and 12 of the Prevention to Corruption Act. But what really is a bigger challenge for VK Sasikala is all the conspiracy theories that surround her, and the fact that she was practically eliminated from the party, and thrown out of Post Garden residence on account of misusing the party, misusing the position or the closeness that she had with Jayalalitha. Many even claiming that it is V.K. Sasikala's antics as well as her family's antics that actually landed Jayalalitha in the disproportionate assets case and eventually put her behind bars as well. But on the other hand, O. Paneerselvam has an absolute clean record. He's never acted out. He's never spoken up against Jayalalitha. He's always toed the line, and he has been a devout follower of Jayalalitha even after her demise. So that could clearly work against him. But on the other hand, V.K. Sasikala, we know, continues to be looked at with suspicion. People do not mind giving her a chance. Yesterday I spent the entire day speaking to the locals here, especially the youngsters, and they went on to say that they don't mind giving her a chance, but she has to go through the test of democracy. She has to go through the test of elections, and she needs to win elections, and then maybe she can stake claim to becoming the chief minister of the state. An individual who's never held office, who's never stood elections, let alone winning one, who's never even held a position within the party of AIADMK, cannot directly be elevated to the position of chief minister, even if the constitution allows her, is what these youngsters feel. But on the other hand, someone like O. Paneerselvam, he might not have the magnetism of Jayalalitha, he might not be an authoritative figure, he might not be the kind of leader that the people of Tamil Nadu are used to, but on the other hand, the bureaucrats had given him a green signal. The bureaucrats...
Okay, Nishita, I'm going to have to interrupt you. I do apologize for that, but do stay with us. I've just been told that Paneerselvam has reacted. Let's listen in.
சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர் கூட்டம் கூடியிருக்கிறது, அங்கே இருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த சூழலில் இரண்டையும் கழக முதலமைச்சர் பொறுப்பையும் கழக பொதுச் செயலாளரிடம் தர வேண்டும், நீங்கள் தான் அதற்கு ஏற்பாடு செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று சொன்னார்கள். கட்டாயப்படுத்தினார்கள். நான் சொன்னேன், மாண்புமிகு அம்மாவுடைய நினைவிடத்திற்கு சென்று என் தாயிடம் சொல்லிவிட்டு வருகிறேன் என்று சொன்னேன். அதற்கூட அவர்கள் இடம் கொடுக்காமல் பின்பு போய் சொல்லிக் கொள்ளலாம் என்று அவர்கள் மறுத்து என்னை கட்டாயப்படுத்தியதனால் தான் நான் இந்த ராஜினாவை.
Okay, Paneerselvam reacting there. And to talk more on this, we're going to go back to our correspondent Nishita Virendra. Nishita, Paneerselvam is, stated so many times that it was him who Jayalalitha chose. He was the loyal soldier that she chose and no one else. Tell us a little bit more about this.
That's right. In fact, several times questions have been raised as to why V.K. Sasikala has been given this honor of being elevated to the legislative party chief and maybe even the chief minister as soon as the governor gives his green signal. Why she has been given that advantage? The only reaction that the AIADMK gives is that she has been associated for 33 long years with Jayalalitha, and during this period she was mentored by none other than Jayalalitha herself, and that is the reason why she is the one who is capable of coming to the fore and taking over the party as well as the state government. But on the other hand, O. Paneerselvam yesterday made some startling claims that when Jayalalitha was sick and was admitted to the Apollo hospital, she had told that it should be someone, a senior member from the party, who should take over as the General Secretary, Madhusudanan, as well as O. Paneerselvam should continue as being the Chief Minister, and that he very confidently went on to say that he should be made the Chief Minister, a claim that someone like O. Paneerselvam has never made before. He has never gone on record saying that he wanted to become the Chief Minister and that he was asked to become the Chief Minister by Jayalalitha. In fact, he even went on to say that he was asked by the late leader herself, and as far as stepping down is concerned, he was not even asked his permission, and it was V.K. Sasikala as well as the other legislators who were literally conspired against him and forced him to submit his resignation.
All right, thank you. But let's listen in to what Sasikala has to say. We do have a reaction coming in from her. So what is it that she has to say about the developments of this evening?
எதிர்க்கட்சி தலைவரும் முதல்வரும் ஒருவரை ஒருவர் பார்த்துக் கொண்டு சிரித்துக் கொண்டு
there was a reaction from Sasikala now saying repeatedly that the party is in fact united. But Nishita, back to you now. I have another question. Who is it that actually benefits if the AIDMK splits? Is there even a possibility that Panneerselvam may in fact form the government with DMK and Congress support perhaps? And what is it that you're hearing as of now on the ground?
Well, as far as the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned, AIADMK as well as the DMK have been looked at as arch rivals. We have seen the kind of spat that has taken place between J. Jayalalitha as well as Karunanidhi. So someone like an O. Panneerselvam, who is a staunch loyalist of the party of AIADMK, joining hands with DMK and Congress seems extremely unlikely. But on the other hand, he has damaged to a great extent the possibility of Sasikala going ahead and forming the government. Sasikala being the chief minister and heading the government, and not just backdoor controlling the same. But on the other hand, who will it be advantageous for? Well, definitely not the people of Tamil Nadu, because there is absolute chaos and confusion in their minds. On one hand, they were not happy with Sasikala taking over as the chief minister. Many of them, at least that I interacted with, were not really happy with the decision, raising questions as to what really is her credibility to do so. Even someone like J. Jayalalitha, when she faced opposition within the AIADMK after MJR's death, took the election route to really come back to power, and that it was not gifted to her on a silver platter. But on the other hand, V.K. Sasikala's only claim to fame here is the fact that she was associated with Jayalalitha, and during this time too, she had been eliminated from Poets Garden many times by Jayalalitha on account of misconduct. So an argument that the people not really buying. So yes, there seems to be a definite wave as far as the people are concerned towards O. Panneerselvam. The sentiment is concerned, and the pro-Jayalalitha supporters are concerned. But on the other hand, as far as numbers are concerned, it seems like at the moment at least V.K. Sasikala is safe. If she manages to stake claim to the government with a majority, which is about 118 seats, and if the governor gives his green signal, something that has looked extremely dicey and unsure at the moment, if he gives his green signal, then the confusion has been wiped out. It will be Sasikala as the next chief minister.
Okay, Nishita, thank you so much. But do stay with us. This is, of course, the big story at the moment. And both me and Charu will be, following this very, very closely. But for the time being, we're taking a very short break on WION Breakfast. Beg your pardon. Make sure you stay tuned. Thank you for watching.